Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this session on accessibility awareness. Today, we are going to be speaking with Mr. Ramesh Babu, who is a senior accessibility tester at Code Mantra. He's been working with us for the past 3 years, and he is responsible for JAWS testing at our company. So he'll be sharing some of his experiences working with Code Mantra, and also he'll be sharing some of his thoughts on accessibility on the occasion of the Global Accessibility Awareness Day, which falls on May 19th of every year. Welcome, Mr. Ramesh Babu. So we'll start the interview series now. The first question, which we would like you to share your thoughts on, is what does GAAD or what does Global Accessibility Awareness Day mean to you?
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. So according to me, Global Accessibility Awareness Day. So this will help all the people with the disability to be more independent, and it will increase their dignity. It will bring out their own privacy. So they don't want to depend on other people for all the things. So it has to be celebrated for many years. So still we are having more real-time challenges in the day-by-day activities while going in a transport or while working in the road. So many things it's happening at the real time, but so people want to get more awareness. So what are all the rules, what are all the rights they are having, so they should know in this day. So so this day has been has to go for a long while. So many has to know what is their own rights and what are all the policies for them, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that thought-provoking and truly honest assessment. Okay, and so moving on. So you have been working at Code Mantra for the past 3 years as our JAWS accessibility tester. We would like you to share what your experience has been doing accessibility testing in Code Mantra. What are some of your experiences?
So that's a good question. So Code Mantra is my first IT experience. So I'm a person with recently blind. I got blindness after my age of 30. So after that, I learned all those technologies. So Code Mantra is bringing more inclusive nowadays. So they are more technical now. So they're reducing the employees work. They're getting into more automation. So I have learned a lot from Code Mantra. I'm learning now. Day by day, I'm learning a lot. It is bringing more inclusive. So it's Code Mantra is doing a good job for making all the documents and formats more accessible for the people nowadays. Even school students and college students are reading on online through online. No, so they need only ebooks. So it is more helpful for them to make it accessible. So and yeah, it has to it's going good and working in Code Mantra. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for this valuable insights, and thank you for working with us. And please do continue to work with us and help make this world a more accessible place.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from your vast experience, you have a YouTube channel where you talk about PDF accessibility. From
Right.
your experience working at Code Mantra, what are some of your valuable tips which you would like to share? What are your top 3 tips that you would like to share to help improve document accessibility?
Yeah, that's a good question. All the people in the production and the QC and QA have to know about
Yes.
this. So my tips is so all should be familiar with all the work what they are doing. So if they are given a work means they should not ignore that, they should not get away from that work. So
Yes.
they should be familiar with the work. So if they
Yes.
are familiar with all the documents, that is including a PDF, Word, Excel, PPT, maybe
Mm.
HTML, so they have to learn with their own interest. So they should be familiar with all the formats. That's the first tip. And the second
Yes.
one is, yeah, the second one is the division of work. So the coordinator should know how to divide the work and to whom which work has to be given. So they should know with the division of work, all the instructions has to be given thoroughly. They should assure, all the coordinators should assure that all the instruction has been given for all the people, because many clients will move with many instructions. Day by day, they can change. Maybe it might be, yeah. So that has to be given, that has to be ensured that all the team members has got all the instructions or not. So the third one is uh, the people who are producing the uh, files, that is who are all creating the files, making accessible files.
Mm.
So they should know which are all the work to be needed and which are we should neglect. So so for a complicated, for an example, if a complicated table needs an ID means they should put an ID there. So if they don't want to put any ID for a simple table, so they need not to put any ID over there. So they should know that they should not work as a uh, I mean they have to think over by themselves. So with their own interest, they have to learn more. So, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, okay, super. Okay, so uh, these were your, the top 3 tips which you shared.
Right.
For all users to improve document accessibility, they're actually very, very, valuable and very insightful. Thank you so much for that. Okay,
Yeah.
and we move on to one of the most important questions that I have today.
Yeah.
We have come a long way in building awareness around accessibility, and yet a lot more needs to be done around accessibility and inclusion. Today being the 11th anniversary of GAAD, what are your thoughts on accessibility? Do you think we have made progress? Do you think we have come far in progressing on accessibility for people with disabilities? So, what are some of your thoughts on that?
So my thought according to this question is
Mm.
so WAI, Web Accessibility Initiative, has introduced with the W3C, World Wide Web Consortium, uh, the WCAG guidelines, the Web Content Accessible Guidelines, in the year of 1999, which is the
Yes.
first version. The version is 1.0 that was introduced in 1999. So
Yes.
I think it's not enough. I think we are celebrating only the 11th year.
Mm.
So it should be at least it should be celebrated at least from 5 to 6 years back, I think. So uh, still we have to move a lot.
Mm.
So what nowadays it's moving in the world is not enough. So according to me, so all the countries has to follow these guidelines. So many countries are having their own accessibility guidelines. So even many European countries are having their own guidelines for making the text and devices more accessible for the world. And so commonly WCAG is there, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines is there. So what I think is, what I'm going to say is, at least they have to follow this WCAG to make more content more accessible, and to make people to be independent. To if they are independent, means if they are working, making their work with themselves, means if they are able to access the web content themselves, means they will have their own dignity, which will also increase the economy of the country. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah.
So, your the last response which you shared with us, it helped me to really realize the importance of accessibility and the importance of including everyone, for an online for the best online experience. I hope everyone who's listening to this session, they will realize the true meaning of your words, and take this forward and help make the online experience more inclusive for everyone. I hope that progress comes really soon, and I hope every one of us get to enjoy and consume and experience all the knowledge, all the content that is there online in an equal manner. Okay, so that is my takeaway from this session. So thank you so much for sharing all of your experiences and all of your knowledge. This was truly very a very rewarding session. Okay, we hope to have more such sessions with you in the future. Please do share all of your experiences and all of your knowledge with us. Okay, so with that, thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh, and we wish you all the very best, and wish you all the success at Code Mantra and beyond. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.